In the summer of 2018, a picture of this ceramic boar took the internet by storm. Uploaded to Wikimedia Commons under the unassuming file name Boar Vessel 600 to 500 BC, Etruscan ceramic, the petite porcine became the star of countless memes, many of which are featured on the subreddit r/Boar Vessel memes. The Cleveland Museum of Art is home to the beloved artifact, but if you visit today, you won't find the Boar Vessel on display. Why? Well, because it's most likely a forgery. The Etruscans were an ancient civilization who inhabited central Italy before the Romans. Etruria wasn't a single unified state, but more of a loose collective of independent city-states linked by a shared language, culture, and religion. The Etruscan writing system survives today, but the number of texts we have and our understanding of them are fairly limited. Scholars have made significant progress in recent years, but you're unlikely to be able to sign up for Etruscan 101 to fulfill your foreign language requirement anytime soon. So, to understand the Etruscans, we rely heavily on their art and material culture. Beautifully painted funerary art gives us a glimpse into Etruscan mythology in daily life. Although influenced by archaic Greek art, the Etruscans were master craftsmen in their own right, especially when it comes to bronze work and ceramics. The surface decoration on the Boar Vessel at the Cleveland Museum of Art is reminiscent of Etruscan pottery dating back to the 7th century BCE, but the naturalistic form of the boar itself is more in line with styles from much later periods. For comparison, this similarly shaped vessel, now housed at the Met, is from the 4th century. The stylistic peculiarity of the Boar Vessel raised questions for the staff at the museum. To get answers, they turned to science, specifically to thermoluminescence dating. Carbon dating is great for determining the age of organic materials, but if you're trying to date a ceramic object, knowing how old the clay it's made from isn't really going to help you. Thermoluminescence, or TL dating, is a technique used to determine when a ceramic object was last fired. When certain materials are exposed to environmental radiation, energized electrons can detach from the nucleus of their atoms and get trapped within imperfections in the material's molecular crystalline structure. These trapped electrons then build up over time. If you reheat the same material, the trapped electrons can break free and shed their excess energy in the form of light. By measuring the amount of light emitted when the material is heated, scientists can determine how much time has passed since the material was last heated. Conservator Colleen Snyder took a tiny sample from the boar's foot and sent it off to the lab. The results of the TL test came back indicating that the ceramic had been fired less than 100 years ago. So, what do you do when your beloved meme pig turns out to be a fake? Curator Seth Pevnick decided to remove the vessel from the museum's gallery. The artifact is still available online, with the updated label, Vessel in the Shape of a Wild Boar, 700 to 500 BCE, or 1900 CE. That ore is doing a lot of heavy lifting. In my opinion, removing the Boar Vessel from public view due to substantiated doubts about its authenticity was the right call. It did reappear in the museum's 2021 exhibition, Stories from Storage, which served as a bit of a peek behind the curtain as to how curatorial decisions impact the narrative presented in museums' permanent galleries. I think these types of exhibitions are important not only from an educational standpoint, but also for building public trust in museums as sources of authoritative knowledge. The case of the not-so-Etruscan Boar Vessel is a good reminder that museums are living institutions. They make mistakes, they revise their understandings, and hopefully, they remain transparent with the public. The Boar Vessel is still important, not because it's ancient, but because it reveals how museums construct meaning and the part the public plays in that process. If its greatest legacy is sparking thousands of memes and a conversation about curatorial responsibility, then I say, oink on, little guy. As always, sources and further reading are listed in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.